Amazon designer looks for less. If you're a shoe lover like me, then you're gonna really love this video. I have a ton of footwear down below me. Like you should see, it looks like a shoe gravesite because they're just like all over the place. But I have some Amazon shoes I think you'll really enjoy. Everything from like some sneakers to some flat slides to some heels. If you want to see my latest Amazon shoe haul, then just keep on watching. All the items I'm gonna be sharing with you today will be linked down below in the description. I've also pinned them to that first comment just to make it a little bit easier for you to shop. The video goes on, you'll also see a little number on the corner of your screen, and that will indicate the link, because some of these, whenever you go on Amazon, the product pages, like, it's just a bunch of mumbo jumbo like words, like keywords that they put on there. So some of them kind of are hard to differentiate, like what shoe is which. So just look at the number on the screen and then just go to the description or that comment and look for that number, and that is the link. I also want to remind you that Amazon Prime Day is coming up July 8th through the 11th. I will be sharing a ton of deals. So look out for some videos for some Amazon best sellers to look out for during the sale. If you're not already subscribed to my channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button so that you don't miss it. Let's go ahead and get started with my first pair of Amazon shoes. So first up are my little slides. I absolutely love these, and I'm holding them like this because they still have sand on them. I don't know why I have not like cleaned them off outside. We had so much fun at the beach this weekend with my family, and I just think I was so exhausted that I just like came inside, like kicked off these shoes and called it a day. But yeah, they still have some sand on them. But these little slides right here, I checked on Amazon. I purchased these in May of 2023. They're still going strong. They're still one of my most reached for pairs of shoes for the summer, just because they're so easy. And like something about the thin little thong sandals just brings me back to like the 90s, early 2000s, where like everybody was wearing like these little thong sandals with like jeans and like a cute top. But I just absolutely love these because they are so minimal and chic, and I can just pair it with like a fun dress and wear this, and I feel so elevated. So these are also super affordable. They're always going on sale as well, and they are pretty comfortable for being such a flat sandal. So if you're somebody that needs a little bit more support, I think you might enjoy these as opposed to some that you might get like at Old Navy that don't really have like much of a cushion. These are definitely one of my most reached for sandals at the moment. My next pair are these from Dream Pairs. These are newer in my closet, but I really love like a good slide sandal. I actually had an older pair I'm going to show you. I actually had this pair that I've had again for years, but as you can see, like they're starting to get really worn, like especially here in the toe, they're starting to get a little frayed, but these have held up really, really well. I love the little basket weave detail here, and again, like they're very durable. I wear these all the time as well. I was not planning on sharing these. I just kind of wanted to compare them with these other ones, but I will also go ahead and link these down below because these are so good and I wear them all the freaking time. But it was time for a little update. This one, I would say that it's a little bit more casual than the previous one I just shared with you, but I really like the whole woven detail. I think it's really cute. I wish you can see below me like all the shoes I'm going to be sharing. Like the neutrals are strong here. Like there is a lot of tans. I just feel like, I don't know, they just go with so many more things. And like these, they come in a bunch of neutral colors. You can get a black, white, this color. They also have like a hot pink one. So if you are looking for like a little bit of pop of color, I think you'll really enjoy these in that hot pink. But these are very comfortable. If you're looking for something that's just a slide on and go, I think you'll really enjoy these. These run from size 5 all the way to size 12. Now, if you're looking for something that's going to be a little bit more dressier, like if you have like a summer wedding to go to, maybe you have a baby shower, trying to think of like what are the things. I mean, you can wear these to church. I think you'll really enjoy these. Now, they have it described as like a stiletto. Yes, the stiletto, it's a thin heel, but to me, when I think of stilettos, I'm thinking like 5-inch heels. This one is not 5-inch. It is a little bit shorter. I would say maybe like a 3-inch heel. So it is a little bit more comfortable. I know nowadays, like I can't do super high heels. So 3 inches is probably my max. But what I really like about these is this band. It is like puffy, so it's very comfortable, and it's wider too, because sometimes when you have these type of like heels, they'll have like thin straps And after a long time, like on your feet or doing a lot of walking, you'll start to notice that it gets a little bit painful. So if you're looking for comfort, and comfort is key in your outfits that you pick, I think you'll really enjoy these as well. And you can get it here in this nude. They also have in a white, a black, and there's also this really, really pretty like light blue. I think it's so beautiful. I've told y'all how much I've been gravitating towards light blues ever since like I found out that I was pregnant. And then when I found out it was a boy, maybe that's the reason I was really gravitating towards the blues. But the blue that they have in this version is so pretty. I will say that all of the shoes that I'm sharing with you today do fit true to size. So you can get these from size 5 all the way to size 11. Okay, so maybe you're not a heels girl, but you still want something that's a little bit dressier than a flip-flop. I think you'll really enjoy these from Dream Pairs. So these are espadrilles, and again, they're quintessential for spring and summer. They just like look so season appropriate, but this one is actually a wedge, so it's gonna be a little bit more comfortable than like a stiletto heel. It's also very secure because it does have the strap that surrounds your ankle, and then it does have this really pretty like woven rope detail right there. So you can get it in this brown. They have a few neutral colors as well. They have the black, they have the white, a couple shades of like brown, and then they also have a light blue color as well. So if you want to add some more color to your footwear collection, I think you'll really enjoy these. I know that this wedge can look intimidating because it looks like it's pretty high, but because you have support throughout your whole foot, these are a lot more comfortable than if you had a heel that was actually like this tall. But it's another way to kind of like dress up your outfit without having to incorporate heels for the summer. Okay, we're gonna get a little controversial here, okay? Like this is either a love or hate. I don't know where you fall in, but I'm kind of in the middle. So I have the mesh shoes. I know you've probably seen them all over social media. I'm sure you've seen them here on YouTube, but the mesh shoe, I was very intrigued. I've seen them everywhere. I've seen like versions at Target. Like there's obviously more like higher end, like more expensive brands are selling this type of footwear. So I really wanted to try it, but I did not want to spend a lot of money. So if you're on the same boat, I think you'll really like these from Dream Pairs because they're still inexpensive, and usually for like trendier pieces, I don't want to spend a whole lot of money. I will say I don't like how these look on me when I'm wearing like a dress or shorts. I prefer this with like an ankle length jean. Obviously right now none of my jeans fit, but whenever I got these, I was fitting into some jeans, and so I like how that looked. Or maybe with like a trouser that is a little bit shorter to really show off the shoe. I think that's a cute look. I do like how some girls can pull off like the cute little shift dress with these on. I think they look so cute. I don't know if it's just me and my cankles. I don't know what it is, but it's just like not a look that I like, but I do like it for maybe a little bit cooler weather, not cold, but like when it starts to get just a little bit cooler. If you want to try them out, I think you'll really enjoy these from Dream Pairs. Another pair I think will look so cute, especially again, if you have a wedding, baby shower, church, something that you need some sort of like heel for, are these right here. So again, these are so cute, and I love the fact that the heel is not very tall, so it's a little bit more comfortable. But the front here is like really what gets me. Understated, but yet really, really chic. And it does have the adjustable ankle strap as well. At last check, these were actually on a lightning deal, so they were on a very good discount. Again, make sure that you're following me over on Instagram, because Instagram's a little bit more real time. Whenever I'm doing these YouTube videos, sometimes I record one day and then like post the next day. So sometimes those sales are a little bit too late. So if you're following me on Instagram, which I'll leave my handle here for you, like that is more real time. So especially on stories, if there's a lightning deal, I'm sharing it there. So definitely don't forget to follow me there. But these are definitely worth it. The strappy heel just kind of withstands the test of time, in my opinion. I just feel like it just never goes out of style. Come in different colors. There's also this really pretty like leopard print one that's like a subdued leopard, so it's not very loud. But if you want to check that one out, definitely click the link so that you can check it out on the Amazon product page. But these are definitely one of my favorite heels to wear. Another designer inspired shoe you can find on Amazon are these. These are also from Dream Pairs. These you've probably seen everywhere as well. They're these platform sneakers, and they kind of have like a little tweed like woven detail throughout. So as you can see, really, really pretty and a comfortable shoe because it does have this super thick, cushy sole. I love footwear that has a really thick sole here on the heel, because whenever you're walking, you know, usually you walk heel toe. And so I know for me, like I'm a very like heavy stepper. And so this just gives me a little bit more cushion whenever I am walking. But these are super comfortable. Like, I don't know if you can see in here, but they're very like foamy and cushy. So if you're looking for like an everyday casual sneaker, I think you'll really enjoy these as well. At last check, they were actually on sale. The good thing about these shoes is some sizes actually come in half sizes, and there's also a wide option. Not all the sizes, but some of them do. But you can get them from size 5.5 all the way to size 11. Okay, speaking of comfortable shoes, I have another look for less. This is actually like a third of the price. It is these sneakers from Nortive 8. So I know Hokas are like all the rage, especially for runners, because they have that big, thick, foamy sole, which is very comfortable for runners or if you like to walk. But these are actually, again, a third of the price, and they are so comfortable. I will be honest, I've never tried Hokas, but looking at the reviews on the Amazon product page, a lot of people were comparing them to like the next best thing to Hokas. So if you're looking to save a little bit of money, but you still are looking for something that's gonna like save your feet and your back and your knees whenever you're running, I think you'll really enjoy these. Now they do come in different colors. I got it here in just the black and the white, and I just really like how these look. You can get it from size 6 to 11. And again, some of the sizes you can actually get into half sizes. I got my usual size 10, and it fits perfectly. This next sandal was actually one of my best sellers on my last Amazon video, which I will go ahead and link here up top for you to check out because it was so good. But these sandals right here, and I get it, like they are so good. Again, another one that is kind of like designer inspired, but a lot more affordable. So it is these double strap sandals. I talked about how I love the sandals. They have a little strap in the back, but they just kind of make me look like I'm 5 years old. So whenever I find them without the strap, then I like lunge at them. These actually do come with the strap if that is your jam. I love how they look on some people. They just don't look very good on me. So I grabbed these and I absolutely love these. One word of caution though, I will say, it is the footbed is molded here on the sides, and I noticed that it is fairly narrow. If you have wider feet, these may not be a good fit for you. I have narrow feet, but I noticed that even with this one, like it was a little bit tight, but the more that I wore them, it seemed to kind of like stretch out and mold to my feet. But if you have wider feet, I don't know how much it would actually mold to a wider feet. So just a little word of caution. But other than that, I just really love these. I love the little hardware that is right here. I love this little quilted pattern throughout the shoe. It's just such a comfortable shoe. Again, another one that I just like slip on and go when I need to go to the grocery store. When I was taking the kids to school, I would just throw these on. These come in a bunch of neutral colors, so you can get them in like a white. There's also like a cognac brown if you really are into that. I think that's really pretty. There's like a beige, a tan. So you can definitely check them out. I think there is also, yes, there is like a metallic gold one as well. I think that'll be really pretty with your summer tan. But yeah, definitely check these out because they are so good. At last check, they were actually on sale. Okay, I have another sandal that is a look for less. And again, you've probably seen this style everywhere. I mean, I even found some from Ferragamo. I found some from Christian Dior that are like the similar type of style. But I got these from Amazon. I've actually had my eye on this style for probably a couple of years, but I finally got my hands on one and I really like this style. So mine says Paris. There are other color combinations that you can get as well. And then there's also like a lighter one. I think it says Saint-Tropez. There's another one that looks very similar to this one. It says St. Bart's. And another pair of slides that I feel like can just be a little bit elevated, but you're still very comfortable. These would be great for vacation. I could definitely see somebody wearing these like on the coast of Italy, you know, but it looks so cute and chic. And I'm all for designer inspired items that are affordable and great for my budget. These are originally less than $30, but at last check, they're actually less than $20 right now. So if you've had your eye on these like I did, then definitely jump on it and get them right now. Another pair of sandals I think that you will really like if you're looking for something that just gives it a little pizzazz. Like if maybe you don't like the first pair that I shared that is just like very understated and just like basic, but this one has rhinestones. So if you're a rhinestones girly, then you'll really like this one. I also like this one because it's not super flat. So as you can see, like it does have a very minimal wedge. So it just kind of elevates the sandal a little bit. And I feel like when your leg is kind of elevated a little bit, it also makes your legs look really nice. There's also this little cushion right here. I don't know if you can see it, but there's like this little cushion that gives you a little bit more cushion here on the balls of your feet. Is it the balls of your feet? Like this part? I don't know. Whenever I hear ball of my feet, I would think that it'd be my heel, but I know it's not. Anyways, probably should have Googled that before saying it, but I'm gonna say it's called balls of my feet, final answer. That's what this is. But I really like the rhinestone, especially against like a really pretty tan. I got it here in the silver. There, you can also get it in black. You can also get it in double strap. So if you want to add even more rhinestone or more bling to your footwear, they have some options that actually have like a double strap. So you can get that as well. And these sandals are available from size 5 all the way to size 11. Well, those are my Amazon shoe finds. I hope you enjoyed this Amazon haul. As a reminder, all of these items again will be linked down below. Also, don't forget to check out my Amazon storefront. I think you'll really enjoy some of my Amazon finds there. So you can also find the link to that in the description below. Again, another reminder, July 8th through the 11th is Amazon Prime Day. So if there's been items that you have been waiting to go on sale, and that is the time to purchase them. For me personally, I still don't even have a stroller for the baby that is due in 2 months. So we were actually waiting for Prime Day to see like what the prices we're looking for, because it seems like all of the baby items have skyrocketed in the past couple of months. That's actually what's on my list this year is baby gear. Let me know in the comments, what are you looking for Amazon Prime Day, and I'll be sure to keep an eye out for you and share it on my Instagram. I'll also share it in the communities tab here on YouTube, so check back often for that. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope you have a wonderful day, and we'll chat soon. Bye.